on everything. So,
anyways,
I'm staged, but she doesn't even want me to say that she's weird.
We are back. I could be a weirdo. That's all right. Weirdos stand out. Guess what? Weirdos are CEOs.
Okay, first off, hold on. First off, I just told her that. So
weirdos
just
are CEOs.
Throwing that out there.
They running businesses. They doing other things that the other chickens aren't doing. So that's okay. All right, I could be weird. Anyways, this is my daughter Sky. She's back with us today. The last time she was on, we were talking about T.I. And so she haven't been on here in a while. And we had some questions.
We were asked some questions.
Yes, we were asked some questions. So we're here to answer these questions. And I told her she's not getting out of not answering the questions. I'm not answering all the questions myself. So let me know when you're ready.
I'm going to ask this question first. So, which is more important, the human body or the human mind?
Both.
Why?
Because you need both the mind and the body. A house divided cannot stand.
I think the human mind's more important because if you don't have your mind that tells your other organs, all of this stuff, what to do, then it's just, you have to have your mind. They should be operating in coherence together. When they don't operate, when the mind is doing one thing and the body's doing something else, that's dysfunction. That's why I said the mind is more important.
Okay. All right.
See, look. I just got her
she's entitled to her opinion. I still believe that it's all one. The mind, the body, everything needs to be operating. Everything needs to be operating in coherence together. You have another question? I mean, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying I have my opinion on it.
All right. Do you believe the way we dress affects how we think? Yes.
I think it does. Because I know that when I worked, I'm not even going to say where I was working, but in previous jobs, we had to dress up. And we wasn't even in front of the customer, but we had to dress up. It was required. No jeans, no this, only on certain days. And then when I started working for another employer, it was very laxed. And I think you can get really laxed in how you handle situations. I don't know. I do. I think if I'm laying around in my pajamas trying to do work, I'm gonna feel lazy. Like, to me, like, that's why when I get up, I have to get cleaned up. I have to put on clothes. I can't lay around in pajamas all day. I can't. I can't sleep all day either. I have to get up and do something. So I do think that it affects the way you feel.
I've always said, dress for where you're going in life, not where you're at in life. So I feel like if you're dressing to get that job or dressing to get yourself out of something, you know what I mean? Like, I feel the way you dress does play a huge role in how you are feeling and how you are thinking.
I wonder when it paused, did it affect the video?
Can you just get on with the videos and we'll figure that out later?
God, you see how aggressive she? What? Am I?
We just trying to get on with the video. Let's finish the video.
Well, we can check the video before we get too far. So if we go into 10 minutes.
It was still recording after you press play.
Okay.
Or after you press the closed or whatever you press.
Okay.
Woo, that's funny. All right, so
to sum that last question up, I do agree. You dressed the way. No, how you said it? You said it. You dress
for
the
where
way
you're
you want to
going
be. You dress.
Dress for where you're going in life, not where you're at.
So if you a janitor, you don't go in there with janitor clothes. You go in there with a business suit with the mop. You know? It's like, he's in here in a business suit, sweeping the floor.
How is he gonna be mopping? All right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we gonna move on. Okay. Have you ever had a garden? Would you like to have a garden?
I had a garden. We had a garden when we lived in Phoenix, and I enjoyed having a garden. I want to have another garden, but in this time, I want to have a garden that's like, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's raised, but it's not on the ground. It's like, I can't really
A
describe
hanging
it.
garden on the wall.
Well, yeah, and it's not even on the wall, but I have to build something in order to put the little pots in it. And I don't know what it's called, more like shells maybe. But I do want another garden. Yes, I love gardens, and I want to be able to make my own, grow our own food, so we have to worry about going to the grocery store, getting their stuff with all the pesticides and all that stuff. We know what we're putting on our food. So, yes, I do want a garden again.
Me, on the other hand, no, I'm good. I'll just go to my mom's house to get some fresh vegetables and fruits. But I don't want a garden. We have had a garden. They had one. I didn't have one.
And
I'm
her
not,
dad did most of the work.
Yeah, I'm not a landscaping, gardening person. So I was never out there. So I would say I didn't have a garden because that was not me.
Another one.
How often do you get out into nature?
Oh, I love getting out into nature. I like taking walks. I like going hiking. I like just going, lay in the grass. Go outside and lay in the grass.
Mm-mm.
What?
You won't catch me laying in no grass because I'm gonna be itching like. It's just
no.
itching.
I like getting out in nature. I do. I like looking up at the sky.
Just look at me when I walk in the room.
Anyways, I enjoy it. So I get out. I try to get out as much as possible. If I can get out there every day, I would get out there every day.
I, on the other hand, I love nature. Obsessed with nature. I haven't been out in nature as much as I would like to be. But I love nature. The hiking, just going to a park and just sitting there, just no phone, embracing the trees, the plants, everything. But I love nature. I do. I truly do. What's the furthest you've been from civilization? Up on a mountaintop?
Yeah, I think a mountaintop. I think that would probably be my answer too. I can't think. We weren't out like in the wilderness or nothing like that.
Although I would love to go, like camping yeah.
You know what? I think broke down on the side of the road in the desert when we was younger. That was out in nowhere. We was broke down in the car because, my mom, she always bought used cars. But now that we're older, she don't buy no used car. All her cars are new cars. I wish she would have had that mentality when we were growing up, so we wouldn't have been pushing cars and stuff like that.
Sounded a little personal. Oh my gosh. What's your favorite nature setting to be in?
Oh, around some water.
Mm-hmm.
Around water with the trees and the wind slightly blowing and it's at dusk, so you see the colors in the sky. So you see the purple and the pink and the, you know how you see the colors in the sky. You're looking up at the sky,
like at the beach. But
well, we
with the
see those
trees.
colors even here. Like
Oh,
you can look
yeah.
up at the sky at a certain time, and it looks purple, blue, pink, and it's like, ooh, yeah. But near some water, because water is like meditative to me. I could sit and watch the water just rippling, 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 and then just go into a daze, a trance, or whatever.
I like my my nature setting I like to be in is so similar. Or I love being at a beach. Beaches are just, it's healing. Like with the sand, and then obviously the sun. I like going at sunset or sunrise so you can see the reflection in the ocean, and just, it's so peaceful. And then there's meditation. Or there was this place, Cesar Chavez Park in Arizona.
Oh yeah,
That place, it
That's-
just had like a lake.
that's
kind of.
actually the place that I was thinking of when I used to go there and just zone out.
Zone
And then
out.
Greg would call and be like, it's time to come home now, because I'd be out there for like 2
Hours.
just
Yeah.
out there at the park, just sitting there. And next thing you know, I'm in my own world.
Okay. Do you think humanity is headed in a good direction?
I think it's all in your perspective. And from my perspective, I focus on the good. I try to focus on the good, because sometimes the media and people, they want to control your thoughts. And so when I hear negative stuff, I just kind of gotta, what do you call it? Delete.
In one
Put
ear,
it in
out
the
the other.
trash receptacle like you do on the
Trash
computer.
receptacle.
What is it?
The
It
trash
is.
bin?
No, the trash bin. The trash bin. So I do my best to focus on the good. And so I believe we are headed in the right direction. Although we got all these people running around here scared and everything, I don't focus on the fear, because then that'll send you into a whole spiral. That send you into depression and anxiety and worry, and I don't want to live like that. So I choose to say that we're in a time where it's very advanced. I mean, we got a lot of things going on right now. So we are headed in a great in the right direction.
I agree. All right. Whoa, couldn't get that out there. How long would you like to live?
I would like to live. I've never even thought about this question, actually. So, a long time. A long time. I want to be in good health,
Good wealth.
health, prosperity, all of that, for a long time to come. I don't have a date on it. I mean, I don't know, but I just say a long time. A long time. With all my faculties.
I don't have a date, but I do want to live to see my grandkids and my grandkids with health, wealth, all of it. Just happiness, joy, love, peace, prosperity, all of it. But I don't have a date on it.
Yeah, I don't have certain years that I'm just gonna try to put that on there. And I do believe that words are powerful. So you have to be strategic in what you say, because you can cause things to happen. Good or bad.
That is so true. Law of attraction. What do you think leads to long-term happiness?
I think focusing on what makes you happy, focusing on what feels good to you, finding what works for you, and not living your life based on somebody else's expectations. So, oftentimes, actually, often, someone corrected me on that one the other day. Often is how you say it.
So the T is silent.
The T is silent.
Often.
Yes. So most of the time, people give you advice based on what didn't work for them. If it didn't work for you, why are you telling me it? I don't want to hear it. So I think I'm serious. There's a lot of people who want to tell you about how to do something and they've never done it before.
Right.
If you've never owned a business, why are you giving me business advice? You know, I
You
could
have
just
to
run it on down the
experience
line.
it in order to help somebody